Adele. I'm back again with episode 6, and this is where I finally share what has changed and what is that one factor that might change things. So here we go. Fast forward to December 25. The friend of mine who encouraged me to share this journey that I've gone through and that I'm going through and will still be going through for quite some time to come, sent me a video or a reel on Messenger in December. Now, on the farm, I'm busy. My days start early. I get up at 5, sometimes in summer before 5, before the heat of the day start, to go and put out hay for the sheep, to fill up the chickens' feeders, to fill up their foot baths, to water the plants in the shade house, the plants outside, and I'm busy the whole day, and I finish late at night. So I don't have time anymore to sit and watch things. So she sent this, and I just didn't have time to watch it. And then it was probably towards the end of December, or even in January, I can't remember, that I finally got a chance to sit down and watch it. And this doctor was the first doctor that spoke sense to me about autoimmune diseases in the world. And it felt like this is truth. This is what I've been looking for. So what he basically said was that our immune systems have been created perfect to protect our bodies, and that it will never, for no apparent reason, turn on your body and attack itself. I'm like, that makes sense. But why? Why does your immune system do it? And this is where everything changed for me. He said, there is something foreign in your body that should not be there. And that is what your immune system is fighting. He said it's like a dog in a yard. If there is an intruder in your yard, it's going to keep on barking until the intruder is taken away or goes away. Like, yeah, that makes sense. So what is in your body that shouldn't be there? People, that was that light bulb moment, that, I guess, eureka moment, when the penny finally dropped. And not until that very moment have I ever given it a thought. Have I ever thought maybe there's a link? Not until that very moment. I had breast implants at the beginning of December 2015. And at that moment, I knew that was the foreign object in my body that my immune system was fighting against, and why I am where I am. because all my life I had two breasts that differed so much in size, and as a woman that bothered me. I could never wear nice things. I always had to wear loose tops because nothing fitted properly. And bless my husband, because he said that's not the reason why I love you and why I want to marry you, but if that is something you would like, then I will do it for you. And I got them. And I didn't go for the Dolly Parton look, for extreme. I just wanted two breasts that was sort of the same size, and I loved my breasts, my new breasts. You know what? Most of the people, my family, friends, who I didn't tell, didn't even pick it up. I was talking to my cousin and aunt yesterday, and they said we never knew. And I'm like, yes, because I went for normal. That's it. And people, I did some serious thinking. I went back and I thought long and hard after having this realization, and I knew that that was the trigger factor, because up until then I was feeling fine. My major stress happened at the beginning, in the first half of 2015, and I'm like, but why didn't that happen then by December, 6 months later, if that was the trigger factor? But everything started, and I think it gradually started from January, but I wasn't aware yet. It was literally 6 months after I had my implants that something changed in my body. At that point, it was still little things. I couldn't put my finger on it, but that's when I started to become aware that something changed. And you know what? In 10 years, not one doctor has asked the right questions. Not one. Because they don't know. And I'm very sorry. After everything I have been through, you get good doctors, but I do not trust doctors, especially not rheumatologists, because I've only had bad experiences with them, because all they were interested in was telling me that there's no hope and I need drugs, immune suppressants, and I don't know what all, which, as you know, I opted not to take it. So, in knowing what I knew then, I started doing, obviously, research. I was shocked. I was shocked to see how many women were struggling with the same things I was struggling after receiving breast implants. And I was thinking, but nobody said a thing before I got my implants. The other shocking thing that I learned was that implants are not to be in your body indefinite. It has a 10-year lifespan, then it has to be replaced. And my surgeon didn't tell me that. I was none the wiser. I thought they're safe, because everybody said saline is safe. And if anybody has just said something, but I also don't know, but nobody did. So I made the obvious decision. I thought about it. If I have to choose between having my breasts that I do like and I love, and my health, what would I pick? Health, hands down. Just to feel normal again. To feel like myself. To have energy. To not be so tired. So I made the choice that I want to get them out, but it was not easy. So the process started. I saw the first surgeon on the 6th of January. From what I've learned is that you have to remove the whole capsule. I had no idea what that meant. I thought the bag was called the capsule. And then when I asked the surgeon, okay, so you remove the whole capsule, he said no, only partial. No, but how do you leave a piece of the bag behind? He said no, that's not the capsule. The capsule is the scar tissue that forms around the bag, and the front is okay, but at the back it's quite difficult, so he just does a partial. Okay, I booked my procedure for the 16th of April, but I just did not have peace. I didn't have peace that was the right thing to do. So I posted on the Breast Implant Illness group on Facebook, and I asked this question. The answers that I got: if they don't remove the whole capsule, you might as well not do it. Then it's a pointless exercise. So I cancelled my procedure. So now the search for a new surgeon started. Then a previous neighbor of mine that's a health practitioner said she had 2 friends that had theirs removed. And then I spoke to the lady that had hers removed here in Perth, and she sent me the details of the surgeon that did hers. I immediately, after putting the phone down, speaking with her, called the surgeon, and I made an appointment. The first available appointment was the 2nd of June. That's too far. That's too far. Now that I know, I want this done. Because if he sees me in June, when will he be able to do the procedure? And then I asked to be put on a cancellation list. And she said she can do it, but they hardly have any cancellations. But I also needed a referral letter from my GP. And I was only able to get an appointment with a GP on the 11th of February. So I went to see the GP. I walked out, they said they will send it through, and I was praying. I was praying because for me, this is something I want done as soon as possible. So I was praying for an earlier appointment, regardless of what the receptionist said to me, that they hardly ever have cancellations. I walked out of the surgery. I went to do some shopping. I was in the shop I think it was within an hour of my appointment, that a text message came through from a number that I didn't know. So I put on my glasses and I read it. And it said, "We have received your referral letter. Thank you. We've just had a cancellation for the 25th of February. My miracle that I told you about on the 11th of February. And this is where I'm heading off now. I'm staying with a friend tonight in Perth because my appointment is tomorrow morning, early in the city, and I don't want to risk being late. So, I'm going to have explant surgery, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if my autoimmune, and in 2019 I found out that apparently my mum's side of the family is riddled with autoimmune diseases, which I never knew before. So I don't know what my body is going to do, but what I do know is I need to have these foreign objects that I have placed into my body. I need them out. And then I can just pray that with time, doing a detox, things would settle down and I can just have some quality of life. Because now I honestly don't. So I'm nervous. I don't like hospitals. I don't like needles. But I'll have to put my big girl panties on and I will have to do this. So I'm seeing the surgeon tomorrow morning, and then I will know the way forward. So people, we do not think what we put in our bodies, because society has conditioned us on what looks beautiful. And I tell you, if you watch the series EXPLANT, the documentary, it is absolutely shocking to see where this industry started and how sick this is. And this is billions and billions of dollars. And no one warns you. No one warns you, because the doctors won't, because that's their bread and butter. Why would they? So what do I want to do? I want to create awareness with women that want to get breast implants. Please do your research. Please have a look at what illnesses are in your families. Do you have autoimmune? Ask questions. Women that do have breast implants and are feeling crap, and maybe like me, have never made the link between the breast implants and what is happening with their health, to go and have a look and look into what I am busy doing at the moment. So I want to create awareness. I want to help women not to go through this, and to realize that we are actually so beautiful the way we are created. And if you are healthy, be happy with who you are and treasure your health. I will not forget my journey of learning about what I put on my body, in my environment, because now I know how much harm there is in everything that we use